Yo, what's good? Sergey Kovalev defeats Eleider Alvarez by unanimous decision of all things. And boy, was I wrong. I said Alvarez just going to beat him the second time. He's probably going to knock him out again. Kovalev is done at this level. There's no way that he could adjust to Alvarez's style. I think I thought he was a guy that maybe it was a one-trick pony. That if he couldn't get a guy out of there, especially after the Ward fight, I thought Ward really beat him mentally, and I thought that affected him a lot in the Alvarez fight. I still do, but he was able to adjust. He got a new trainer. He listened to his trainer, and he had a game plan. And his trainer, Buddy McGirt, by the way, he would give him advice every round after every round, and he'd say, "All right, be patient, be patient." Alvarez was looking for that overhand right the whole night. And I think that was a kind of silly game plan by him. A guy with 12 knockouts in 24 fights. Yes, you knocked out Kovalev in the first fight. And I'm not saying it was lucky. It was a lucky knockdown. But you set it up. You set it up by the way you fought in the first fight. And you did catch Kovalev by surprise. And you should have expected that Kovalev was going to be a lot more cautious than he was in the first fight. He should have expected that. But Alvarez came in going forward and looking for that one punch to knock Kovalev out the whole night. That's not how he was going to beat Kovalev, because he's not a huge puncher. He has 12 knockouts in 24 fights. He's not a huge puncher. But that combined with Kovalev's game plan of just boxing, moving around, jabbing. He had a stiff shotgun jab the whole night that landed, busted off Alvarez. Alvarez knows that was a beauty. Kovalev's jab, and the first couple of rounds I was like, Kovalev, he's really not throwing with much. I think his confidence is gone. You know, we're all trying to be armchair psychologists nowadays. I think Kovalev's confidence is gone from the first fight. I think he's going to lose. I think he's going to get knocked out in the middle rounds, because he's not really throwing with much. But the thing was, Kovalev wasn't going for the knockout, which I didn't expect, because he's always been a knockout artist, obviously, and he's always gone for the knockout, and he always throws home runs with every single punch. But no, not tonight. He was content with winning a decision, and I did not expect that. Also, Ward said one thing that troubled him when he fought Kovalev was Kovalev's short punches, and that he would see Kovalev throwing, and it didn't look like he was throwing hard, but they would land hard. They would still hurt. That's what Kovalev had. He throws thudding punches that when they land, they connect and they sound hard, even though they might not look like he's throwing them very hard, kind of like Triple G. They land hard, and they're hard punches, and he was landing hard punches throughout the night. I give Alvarez one round the whole night. Kovalev boxed very well. He didn't get sloppy. He didn't get crazy any time of the fight. Yeah, Alvarez landed a couple overhand rights that looked good, and I'm not going to say they buckled Kovalev, but they hurt him. But that was it. You're really not going to beat a guy like Kovalev. He's a very skilled fighter. He's a very good fighter. With just one punch, you're not going to do that. You have to set him up like he did the first fight. And honestly, I wouldn't mind the third fight, because, I mean, even though this fight was a blowout, you still have that Alvarez gave Kovalev the rematch. So maybe Kovalev should give Alvarez the rematch. But I'd rather see Kovalev challenge some other champions like Grovsdik, Beterbiev, other guys in the division like Barrera or Joe Smith, the winner of Joe Smith Bivol. All those fights are viable at this point. And a guy, now that we know Kovalev could adjust, and that he's not just a one-trick pony, and that he's happy to box and win in a smart way, that's a very dangerous fighter. A guy that is content with winning a decision and bangs like he does, that's a dangerous fighter. That really could be any fighter in the division. I would really love to see him fight Grovsdik. That's Bosdik. You don't pronounce the G. I learned that. I'd love to see him fight Bosdik. That's the fight I want to see. Onto the undercard of the ESPN Plus card, Teofimo Lopez versus Diego Magdaleno. Man, this guy can crack, dude. This guy is hard. And I forgot what round it was, but he landed this hard right uppercut, and immediately Diego Magdaleno's nose started bleeding, and I was with my buddy, and he's like, oh man, his nose is broken. And I had to say, it probably is. But Magdaleno hung in there, man, for 7 rounds, and he got knocked out brutally. Post KO antics aside, this kid is bad, and I like him. I like Teofimo Lopez. He has a bright future. What else could I say, man? He's still coming up. He's still a prospect. I don't want to see him against any of the champions just yet, but he's got the goods, man. And I think by the end of the year, he keeps fighting, he stays active, he'll be a real contender. Or he'll be up there. I don't know if he'll ever be ready for Loma, but I think by this time next year, let's throw him in there. Depends how he looks against how he looks against better fighters. Magdaleno was a step up. Oh, let's just keep building on that. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.